Catholic nuns here in the United States under fire right now by the Vatican. The surprising move is raising questions about the church's politics and its priorities. Our Mary Snow is taking a closer look at this story for us. Mary?
Well, Wolf, U.S. nuns are under the microscope, and a group representing their leaders is carefully watching its words as it figures out how to respond to a Vatican reprimand, while others are privately wondering what it will mean for the future. To get a sense of the work Catholic nuns do, consider Sister Mary Scullion.
This whole block was filled with abandoned houses, and, there was a lot of violence on this block, gun violence.
Sister Mary took her fight to end homelessness to this Philadelphia neighborhood more than a decade ago and moved in. The nationally recognized group she co-founded, Project Home, has turned empty buildings into homes and built a school that's created jobs.
I know a lot of people in the community are grateful to her for just being here and, opening up so many doors for a lot of people who thought that their lives were just ending.
Sister Mary Scullion is eager to talk about her work, but like many nuns, she is not willing to publicly speak about a harsh Vatican report that unnerved many communities of nuns in the U.S. The Vatican is taking disciplinary action against the Leadership Conference of Women Religious, a group that says it represents about 80% of Catholic nuns in the U.S. After an investigation, the Vatican cites the group for having themes of radical feminism. It also says while there has been a great deal of work on the part of LCWR promoting issues of social justice, it is silent on the right to life from conception to natural death. There are also clashes on views of homosexuality. LCWR says it was stunned and is largely silent as it prepares a response. A second group cited is expressing shock and anger.
The way the church then gets portrayed again is as dismissing women. Women who are, there's more of us serving in the church than there are the guys, and there's certainly more women that are faithful in their daily service to the church. That makes me mad. It makes me sad.
Sister Simone Campbell heads a Catholic social justice lobby. She says there are suspicions nuns were targeted because they supported President Obama's health care reform law, while U.S. bishops did not. The U.S. Conference of Bishops says it's not about politics, but Catholic doctrine, and it cites comments made years before the health care reform fight. Father Thomas Reese of Georgetown University thinks the issue is the Vatican wanting to control the message and says nuns have been under suspicion for years.
These are women with PhDs, women with degrees in theology, and, they want to discuss things. They want to be heard. And I think the Vatican has a hard time dealing with discussion and a hard time listening to these sisters.
Now, the Bishop of Seattle was named to lead reforms of the nuns groups in question, a process that could take up to 5 years. A spokeswoman for the U.S. Conference of Bishops says both sides met in Rome this week and that both sides are not inclined to work out their differences in the media. Wolf?
Do we know when we will get a statement from this group of nuns, Mary?
They're planning on meeting next month. At the end of next month, they're planning to meet for several days. And they say that they're going to start coming up with a way to respond to this. But it's so serious for them that's why they're being so deliberate in how they work, come out with what they say.
Mary Snow in New York for us. Thank you, Mary. That's it for me. Thanks very much for joining us. I'm Wolf Blitzer in the Situation Room. The news continues next on CNN.